do you think that the impact of a new manager is enough to offset the current problem at Arsenal? Because
it depends who the guy is.
Well,
If you had to ask me, would I think that Ole Gunnar would do the job? I don't think so. I don't think he has the experience to be able to pull Arsenal out of this. If someone like Jurgen Klopp had to go to Arsenal, then yes. That's the tough thing. That it comes down to who do you bring in.
Well, I mean, so on the argument of Oli, I mean, when he started at Man U was in a bit of a problem situation.
Not as bad as Arsenal.
Not as bad as Arsenal, but they were in a bit of a situation. Then he signs, and Man U has that unbeaten record of games, right? So my argument is that the nuance of a manager does impact the club. It actually doesn't even matter who that manager is, because the players all have to prove themselves again. So then they put on this kind of high performance mode. I don't know what it is, but they play better, they train harder. And when Arteta came in, taking over after Emery, they actually had an improvement.
Yeah.
So the argument is, well, then what's different with this season? And now we're going to see, if they bring in a new manager, would that actually... Doesn't even matter who the manager is, just as a temporary solution, just bring in someone to change anything and kind of get the club moving. But do you see that being a solution?
Look, it's tough though, because obviously, then you need to actually pick the right guy. You can't just go onto the side of the street and pluck the first gunner that you see to come and manage the club. Then obviously you have to pick, play style and all of that kind of stuff and whatnot. But can they be rescued by someone else right now? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think this is something that they're gonna have to stick. I don't think Arteta will get the sack before the end of the season. I think
if they get into relegation zone, there will be conversations.
Yeah.
There will be a conversation.
I don't think they'll sack him though.
They won't sack him.
I think they'll say,
listen, if we're not at here by this time, there's going to be problems. Like there were conversations with Ali about when things weren't looking too good. Then there was also a period of time when everyone was like, are there questions being asked here? And then there were a couple games where it managed to go in Man U's favor, and then all that drama just started to fade. I think most managers that get into this position will need to have conversations, because you cannot continue at this point and say, it's okay to go into relegation zone.
Especially a side like Arsenal, I don't know. I just think that the relationship that Arteta has with Arsenal will be, if it gets to that point, it'll kind of be a situation where either you keep us up or we get relegated, but either way you're gone at the end of the season.
Yeah. Unless there's a miracle turnaround.
Unless they manage to pull it back now and finish in the top half of the table, which they very well could. There's still 2/3 of the season left.
Yeah, true.
This is one of the most prestigious clubs in English football as well. Yep. You can't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
And, when they've got Aubameyang in their side, you've got Lacazette, Ceballos, you've got guys who can create and score goals there. You just need to find that nick.